boy, it sure looks like a lovely day today. Let's check how my YouTube channel is doing. Oh. Oh dear. This is terrible. How am I going to be able to fix this? What the fuck? Cheers, mate. Hello everyone, it's me, everyone's favourite dead channel, FNafFan Productions, and welcome back to yet another Five Nights at Freddy's review. Welcome specifically to part 2 of the Good FNAF Mobile Games review, the video where I not only received a bunch of comments from people who were just recommending me the official FNAF games as good mobile games.
Fuck.
But it was also the video where I yet again explored the deep, dark, treacherous, and dangerous depths of the Google Play Store to hopefully find the nearly impossible discovery of a good Five Nights at Freddy's mobile game. If any mobile game I discover ticks all of the boxes on my special criteria on how I think a FNAF mobile game can be classed as good. Although, if you didn't know, each box on the checklist is worth 3 points. So in each review segment, points will either be added that are based on how many good things I've said about the game, or points will be taken away based on how many negative critiques I will say about the game. So, a FNAF mobile game can only truly be classed as good if a game has scored all 9 points. In part 1, I covered the following games: Spring Secret, FNafFan Shadows, Animatronic Salvage, and Back to Fazbear's Pizzeria. So far, the scores of each game has been pretty low and pretty mediocre. But will this change? Will we actually find the perfect FNAF mobile game once and for all? Well, only one way to find out. In the final installment, we will be reviewing Yaten's Horror Session, Five Nights with Breadbear, and 7 Nights at Goose's. Use the timestamps to skip to anything you particularly find more interesting. Anyway, without further ado, let us continue. Starting with... Okay, so... where were we? Yes, we're meant to be looking at shit games. Alright, let's get it going. Let's... fuck it. Okay. So... let's give our first game, well, technically... I don't know, what is this, like, 5th one? Okay, yeah, anyway, we're playing Yaten's Horror Session. Yeah, that's what the game is called, Yaten's Horror Session. Why is it called that? I don't know, but please, do not take it in the wrong context. What's this? What? Alright. Very dramatic, very dramatic. I like it. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go with Bonnie, because Bonnie's my favourite character. He's a leg end. What the fuck is... Oh. Oh, what is this? Oh! Oh, I hear him. Where is that? Oh! Oh, hello, yeah! Oh, oh. Whoa! Okay. Oh, he's coming. He's going. Go, go, go. Run. What is that? What is that? I don't even... Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Okay, okay. Oh, my fingers is blocking the whole damn thing.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, come on. Really?
I'm sorry, but I do not accept Chinese.
So Yaten's threesome sex party. Yeah, sorry, I mean Yaten's Horror Session is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I don't even think I need to explain why, in all honesty. I think anyone could take one look at this piece of trash and say,
Damn it.
But you know what? Considering that there might be blind people, and of course I am respectful to every kind of viewer on the FnafFan Productions YouTube channel, I suppose it would be fair to explain why Yaten's horror session is so terrible. So let's begin. Okay, so from what I could gather from constantly sucking at the game, Yaten's horror session is more or less just simply a crappy mobile version of the Joe Creation Reborn game. Complete with the same objectives, same layouts of the map, there's literally nothing original with this game at all. There's not even a character called Yaten in this. The only thing that is slightly original with Yaten's horror session is the designs of the characters, where Bonnie for some reason is white in color and not blue. Why exactly? I don't know. So overall, in terms of originality, this game is only going to get 1 point. Simply just for the designs of the characters. Okay, the next problem this game has is the unnecessarily huge amount of fucking ads. Every time I died, I just got a Temu ad. I know it may not seem much from an outsider's perspective, but for me, this got agitating really quick. Oh, come on, really? No matter what, oh fuck. Oh, Chinese cringe. Oh my days. So this game scores 0 points for the ads. And finally, in terms of quality, it's a bit average, really. The animations are smooth, the music and the sound effects are also pretty decent. So the game is at least playable for the most part in a quality perspective. Notice how I said most part though, because in terms of actual gameplay, it is pretty terrible. Because of the way this stupid game is designed, the white Bonnie will just spawn in the hallway next to your respawn points. So no matter what you do, Bonnie will always find you and kill you on the spot. So in terms of the quality, this game will get 2 points and it will lose 1 because of the gameplay. So in conclusion, Yaten's horror session sucks ass. It's unoriginal, it's just a blatant ripoff of the Joe Creation. 3 out of 9. Okay, I'm bored, on to the next one. Hello everyone, it's me again. So, if you thought that this would be the part where you will see my ugly mug playing the game, well, you thought wrong. Because for whatever fucking reason, my screen recorder decided to delay the audio. I tried everything to fix it, but nothing worked. So, unfortunately, I can't actually show you the gameplay, and I'll just have to give you my review instead. Sorry. Anyway, on with the video. Okay, so what do I think of Five Nights with Breadbear? Well, it's quite a mixed bag of opinions, really. Although there are quite a lot of bad ones. So I think it's best if I explain the game's golden nuggets first. So when I first booted up Five Nights with Breadbear, I was pretty impressed with how it looked. Heck, it was nothing like I expected it to be, in all honesty. The quality of the game looks incredible, for the most part anyways. The animations are spot on, the models look pretty neat, again, for the most part. And in terms of originality, the game is spot on with that too. Five Nights with Breadbear is essentially your basic run-of-the-mill FNaF 1 fan game, with some additional bells and whistles, like an oxygen meter. So on paper, it's a pretty decent fan game. And the fact that it is a mobile game with no ads is really impressive. But notice how I kept saying the following 3 words, the most part, though. Because unfortunately, Five Nights with Breadbear has quite a lot of issues. The game isn't really welcome to new players at all. The game does have its own phone guy, but if you don't speak Russian, then you have no idea what he's saying. And the subtitles are really difficult to read with the intense camera static. Speaking of the cameras, there's no indicator as to where your office is, like you normally saw in the earlier FNaF games. So you literally have to guess where the animatronics are by looking outside of your door. The gameplay mechanics are also quite wonky. So you know, like in FNaF 1 where you can't leave the doors closed for too long as they take power? Well, Five Nights with Breadbear has that same system too, except the power depletion is so fast. You literally have to keep them closed for like a couple of seconds, open it again to let this energy meter go back up again, and then shut it again if the animatronics are still outside. And finally, a large portion of the designs of the animatronics are pretty terrible. Like this one, where there is a crippled Freddy on a wheelchair for some reason.
Hey, Beta.
So, in conclusion, Five Nights with Breadbear is a pretty half-baked FNaF fan game, with a good concept, but the designs and the mechanics are pretty lame. So, the game gets 3 points for no ads, 3 points for the originality, and 1 point for the quality. So, Five Nights with Breadbear overall scores a 7 out of 9. Alright, next. I'm bored. This is boring. Moving on. Alright, boys. Now it's time to play the final game of the list. The magnum opus. The game of all games. 7 Nights at Goose's. It took me long enough to get to this game, didn't it? Although it hasn't been a while since, you know, part 1. In fact, actually, wait a minute. How long has it actually been since, like, part 1? Oh. Okay. Okay, so it's been a while. But we're finally here. So you know what? Let's get this shit over with and actually play it. Okay. Right, what is all of this? So we have... Okay, so we got 7 nights. Okay. Endless Nightmare, Custom Nightmare. Okay, so we got like a custom night going on here. Alright. Alright, what is this? Easy, normal, or hard mode? I'm gonna go with easy. Goose's Pub. Goose's Pub is looking for a night shift security guard, midnight to 6 o'clock. We are not responsible for castration. What is castration?
The fuck?
Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, you're moving. Oh, shit, I didn't know it just started. Oh, my God. Nothing there. Clear on that side. Oh, what? Oh, there's a lot of... Oh! What was that noise? Why is there squeaking? Why is there squeaking?
Can you explain that, please?
Oh, fuck! Well then, we did it. We have finally made it to the final mobile game. So, silence please. Time for the £1 million question. Is 7 Nights at Goose's a good mobile game? I don't know. It's quite mid, to be honest. 7 Nights at Goose's is definitely a lot better compared to the other games I've reviewed, both in this video and part 1. But in terms of quality, it's definitely lacking in that field. But before I get into all of that, let's see what's good about 7 Nights at Goose's. So, like with Five Nights with Breadbear... like with Five Nights with Breadbear, 7 Nights at Goose's is your average FNaF 1 fan game with some major differences. Not just with the animatronics and everything, obviously, but in terms of originality too. The game actually looks like it has lore and everything, when you actually pay attention to the phone calls and the newspapers. So for originality, this game gets all 3 points for that. But unfortunately, that's pretty much it in terms of what I like about the game. 7 Nights at Goose's has a fuck ton of issues, especially with the quality. That's the biggest problem I have with this game. The art style looks extremely lazy, nothing is 3D animated or modeled, it's just a shoddy 2D animated game. There's no voice actor for the phone guy either, there's just this obnoxious text-to-speech voice. Like, come on, how lazy can you get with that? Five Nights with Breadbear, as crap as it is, at least had a voice actor. Although when I say voice actor, I mean it's obviously the developer that did the voice acting. Let's be real, these are mobile games for fuck's sake. The quality in general is just fucking ridiculous. No points for that. Oh, and also the game had ads, so no points for that either. So in conclusion, 7 Nights at Goose's is a fan game that is pretty amazing in terms of originality, but it's extremely lazy in terms of quality. 3 out of 9. So, yeah, that's all of the games I covered for part 2, and I guess that's it. Well, that was 3 months of my life down the fucking toilets. So now that I have reviewed and ranked all of my chosen games in this video and part 1, which FNAF mobile game is the most perfect one out of the bunch? Well, in all honesty, I don't think it's any of them. Although, to be fair, these games definitely looks like the developers tried their best to make them stand out, but they all failed miserably with the way they made them. So what did we learn in our 2-part adventure of exploring FNAF mobile games? Again. Well, I think what we learned is that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. When I made that review about the worst FNAF mobile games all the way back in 2022, I thought that every single one of those games were just god-awful pieces of trash made by trend chasers and nothing more. But I think after making this video, my opinions about FNAF mobile games as a whole have changed quite a bit. Not every FNAF mobile game is completely bad. There are some people out there that are actually trying their best to make their FNAF mobile games stand out amongst the crowd. Don't get me wrong, they are still morons for how lazy they made their games, but at least they tried. So yeah, anyway, that was part 2 of my review of good FNAF mobile games. To everyone who saw part 1, yes, I know, it's been 3 months since part 1, and I just want to apologize for the huge wait. A lot of inconvenient circumstances have been getting in the way while making this video, but regardless, I hope this was worth the wait. Do you think I was a little bit harsh on these games? Do you have any FNAF mobile games that you think are good? If so, let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Threads, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye!